Okay, so this is 2015 my paper 2 question 4. I've decided to solve part B separately. So just to quickly delve into it, we have 3x cubed minus 13x squared plus 18x minus 10 is equal to ax plus b, then x minus 1, x minus 2 plus c. So we shall use two different methods to solve for a, b, and c. The first method requires you to pick any x values which will eliminate all the other variables and enable you to find the variable you are looking for. So the first one here, I'll pick x is equal to 1, because when I pick x is equal to 1, once I substitute it in here, then this 1 minus 1 will be a 0. That means this entire part will be a 0. So I'll just remain with a c and some constant variable here, some constant number here. So let's go ahead and do that. And by the way, that's the best way of starting. You can also start with a 2, x is equal to 2, but that will be a bit harder because you have some cubes, squares, 18s, and stuff to multiply. But with the 1, that's not much of an issue because 1 raised to any power is still 1. So I'm just substituting. This is just the 1, so it won't change anything. 1 minus 1, 1 minus 2 plus c. So 1 to the power 3 by 3 is still 3. 3 multiplied by 1 squared is still this 13 rather. Then 18 by 1 is still 18. Then negative 10. And then I'll leave these two alone. This minus this is 0. This minus this is negative 1 plus c. So as you can see, we have some multiplication by 0. That means none of this part will be anywhere to be seen. So this minus this is negative 10. And then negative 10 plus this is that's an 8, and then 8 minus 10 is negative 2. So that means c is equal to negative 2 since all of this is a 0. And then next you can solve for b. I can pick x is equal to 0. As you can see, once you substitute a 0 in there, then the a will be gone. So let x be 0. So 0 is a very nice number to work with, provided you are not dividing. Okay, so I have 18, 0, minus 10 by 0 plus b, 0 minus 1, 0 minus 2 plus c. But we know that c is negative 2, so you can just put that. So all of these will be zeros, and then we have a negative 10 here. And then a multiplied by 0 is 0. Then we have a b. This minus this is negative 1. 0 minus 2 is negative 2. Then minus 2. So this one will be negative 2 by negative 1 is 2. Multiplied by b, this will be this minus 2. So we can take this one to the other side so that we have 10 plus 2 is equal to 2b. Then negative 10 plus 2, this is negative 8. So when you divide both sides by 2, b will be equal to -4. So now to solve for c, which is the last variable, you already know that your c is -2 and then your b is -4. So you can just rewrite this thing as so instead of writing a b there, you can just put the value of b, which is the 4, then x minus 1, then x minus 2, and then instead of having a c there, you can have a minus 2. So as you can see, this is the only variable you have to find. So any excellent choice of x will still give you the value of a, as long as it's not eliminating all of these numbers here. So I'll let x be a 3. I think a -1 would be a good choice too. So we have 3 cubed minus 13, 3 squared plus 18, 3 minus 10. And then this side we have, this is a 3 multiplied by a, that's 3a minus 4. And then this is a 3 minus 1, that's a 3 minus 2, and then minus 2. So 3 to the power 3 is 27, multiplied by this, that's 81. And then 3 squared is 9. And then 9 multiplied by, let's multiply it by 3 first. So 9 by 3 is 27. Then 9 by 1 is 9 plus 2, that's 111. Then this by this is 54 minus 10. And then this is just the 1, this is a 2. So you can say, okay, let me take it step by step. So this will just be a 2 minus 2. So if we can simplify this side and this side, we should be able to solve for x. So 81 minus 117, this will be, let's just do it from somewhere here, 117, 81, this is 6, and then 11 minus 8 is 3, so this will be a 36. Of course it will be a negative, then plus this will be a 44, and then this times this is 6a, this times this is -8, then minus 2. So now this plus this is an 8, I think. Yeah, and then we have 6a, this minus this is a 10. So when we take the 10 to the other side, we have 10 plus 8 is equal to 6x. This plus this is an 18. So to solve for a, you can just divide both sides by 6, and that by 6, and that will give you 3 as your a. So this is the first method. And then the second method will require you to expand this side and then compare the coefficients. Remember, if this is equal to this in its expanded form, then the coefficients of x cubed on both sides should be the same, and the coefficients of x squared on both sides should be the same, and the constants should equally be the same. So let's try that. We have 3x cubed minus 13x squared plus 18x minus 10 is equal to, let's start with this side, ax plus b. So x multiplied by x is x squared, x multiplied by this is negative 2x, and then this multiplied by this is that. When we subtract them, this will be negative 3x. Then negative 1 multiplied by negative 2, this will be positive 2 plus c, like this. And then we can expand this further. So you have 3x cubed minus 13x squared plus 18x minus 10 is equal to ax multiplied by x squared. This is ax cubed. Ax multiplied by 3x, that will be 3ax squared. And then 2 multiplied by ax, this is 2ax. This by this is bx squared. This by this is that is negative 3 by bx is negative 3 bx. 2 by b is 2b plus c. So now we can rearrange the right hand side to put all the x squared terms together, the x cubed, the cubic x terms together, and the constant terms together. So we have this on the right hand side. So since we have nothing with an x cubed other than this, we can just write it like that. And then next you can write a plus, and then you have two of these things here in x squared. So this is x squared. So this one will be negative 3a plus b. If you want, you can pull the negative sign out so that it looks like this. I think that would be much better, but either ways it should be okay. So if you write the negative sign outside, then make sure that you take care of it in here, because this times this will give you this, and then this times this will give you positive that when you think of this one here. And then we also have these two guys, this and this. So you can get 2a minus 3b, and then you factor the x out. And then the constant part will be 2b plus c. So as you can see, the coefficients of these must be the same in order for these two to be the same. So when the coefficient is 3 here and the coefficient is a there, it means a is equal to 3. And then for b, we have a negative 13. If you want, you can just get it as a 13, since we already have a negative sign there, is equal to negative 3a minus b. So the coefficients of x squared must equally be the same. And then next, you want to check the coefficients of x. So in this case, we have an 18. This side we should have 2a minus 3b. And then the constant parts as well must equally be the same. We have a negative 10 this side, and then this side we have 2b plus c. So now you may not need all of these. You can just use as many equations as it will take for you to find what you're looking for. So likely a has been found. It's a 3, just like before. And then next we can either find c or b. So if I want to solve for b, I can use any equation that has an a and a b. such as this one or this one. So because I don't want to deal with the negative signs, or maybe I do, we can use this one here. So we can say negative 3 is equal to negative 3. Instead of putting an A there, I'll put a 3 minus B. So this will be, since this is a minus and this is a minus, you can just ignore the negative signs. You can think of this as division by a negative. This by this is 9 minus B. So you can take the 9 to the other side and 9 is equal to negative B. So when you subtract these two, you have a 4, a positive 4, which is equal to negative B. When you divide both sides by negative 1, B is negative 4, just like before. Lastly, you want to find your C. So this is the only equation which has a C. That means you have no choice but to use this one here. So you won't need this one for anything. So if you decide to use this, you won't need this. So we have negative 10 is equal to 2. Negative 4 plus C. We have negative 10. This and this is negative 8 plus C. And then negative 10. You take this one to the other side. You have this and this is negative 2 as our C, just like before again.